Lunox and Eudora so early in the drafting phase would be like the right call for them to make, Gunny.
Yes, and knowing Bigatron Alpha likes to play towards the late game, using Eudora and Jughead in their composition is not easy on the eye here, Mirko. So, any thoughts on this composition, early game composition here, Mirko?
Yeah, for me personally, I think the biggest mistake for Bigatron Alpha is that they picked over the flex pick, right? The Lunox is supposed to be there to make it interesting, to make it hard for Evos Legends to ban against them in the second banning phase. But again, they just picked the Eudora, denied their own flex pick from being useful in the draft, and now they're forced to play something that they're not comfortable with. By they, I mean Brands, all right? Brands, remember, he is a marksman player. You don't get him a pick like Ling, like Harley in the first phase, they're just going to automatically ban it away from them, just like that. But the Barretts will be the first ban coming in. The respect towards Repo, who has been very, very consistent on this Barretts against Anti-Mage, one of his main counters here, okay? Because Repo, interesting fact about Repo, he is one of the only XP laners who is able to withstand the pressure, the early game pressure from Anti-Mage, and now Barretts will be banned away. The last ban, in my opinion, will most probably be the Yisun Shin, so they're going to force Bigatron Alpha to pick this Nathan, and as we all know, Ling plays perfectly into this Nathan Rashi.
Yep, again, early aggression. Can they withstand such dive potential from Ling? And not just the Ling, the burst potential from the Kagura. We've seen the Kagura becoming a huge factor in these games, especially once it goes to the late game. That one-shot potential is very real. They do bang out the Angela to maybe try and curb any kind of playmaking with Angela going in with a hard guard into Ling. But again, I would really like seeing like a bit more crowd control from the side of Bigatron Alpha, because otherwise they're just gonna get run over. And seeing that they did ban out the Grok here, it does seem like they want to deny any kind of dive situation, dive heroes that can go through their crowd control. So I'm expecting a lot of crowd control here, Gani.
Yeah, I agree. Banning this Grok and Angela really relieves off pressure towards Bigatron's side, and also knowing Rex power pick or power hero is also Angela, so really respecting or limiting his options in the next coming phase. But Evos Legends bans that Nathan for their last ban here, Mirko.
Yeah, they're forcing the Yisun Shin pick. There's only Yisun Shin left. He cannot play Claude in this meta. Claude is horrendous right now, okay? Even if you make it to the late game, there's just too much damage. There's too much burst damage, especially from Evos Legends right here. Paquito, Ling, and Kagura, there's no way you're going to survive. Early game, even in the late game, you're not going to survive. So the only way to get out here is Yisun Shin or X-Borg jungle, and that's exactly what they're going to pick up. That is the X-Borg in the jungle. Brands has played this before in NMA, but we haven't seen it to great effects just yet. Will Bigatron Alpha be able to prove Evos Legends wrong, that if you ban a marksman, I still have this fighter ready to go for Brands? And Evos Legends with their final two picks, it'll most probably be, please be the 1-1 pick or the Harith pick for Clover right here, as that is one of his favorites. But again, I don't think it is going to be that. It is one of the, if you pick Harith into Lunox, you're countering yourself. So I think the best situation here is if he just goes for
Balmond?
I'm not sure actually for the gold lane right now. Saber would be good against Lunox, just completely bullying him in the early game. And for the tank as well, I'm not sure about the tank right now, but it's going to be Martis for the tank, and it is going to be Ruby picked up by Clover to match this Lunox in the gold lane, Rashi.
I'm not sure if I quite like the Ruby pick, just because you're not as mobile as the rest of your team here. As we look, like everyone else can dive really quite deep, but Ruby has to stay up the front. And especially with how it looks, Bigatron Alpha isn't going to try and fight into you. So I question how effective the Ruby will be. But for the side of Bigatron Alpha, I think getting a laner with a lot of AoE, again, AoE crowd control, AoE damage would be good. I was thinking that the Lapu Lapu might be the case. And so I thought Evos might just snipe it out of their hands. But again, it's the second time we've seen Martis today. What is going on?
Storm activated.
Yes,
but let's see for the final pick.
It's
going to be Saber. Oh my god. Wait a minute, Gani. I'm sorry for cutting you off, but
No.
Saber.
It's all G. It's all G, baby.
Saber is going to be the final pick, and he is actually going to the jungle. The X-Borg was a flex pick. Once again, Coach Josh styling right here in the second phase of the draft of the draft. But my goodness, what a draft for both teams. You know, both teams have winning conditions set, but which one will prevail in the early game and which one will snowball? Because if you can see here, if you get the late game, does kind of favor the right side, favor Bigatron Alpha, but if we go and just snowball all the way, it can also favor Bigatron Alpha. Since they have this Jawhead Eudora, there's going to be a lot of pressure to be done in the early game, which they are not too familiar with, Rush.
Exactly. For sure, I think if we talk about early game aggression, I think Evos might just take the cake with this, just because, again, it's an assassin against... Well, it's a fighter, but again, these fighters do take a bit of time to start ramping up. So I think in that period of time before that happens, Evos does have the advantage. Mirko.
You are absolutely right, but are you guys ready? Here we go. Let's get straight into the final match, the first game of the final match here in day 2 of week number 1, MPL Season 8. Please do leave down a comment to support your teams down below. Right now, Juan already dealing a lot of damage to Key. Again, the Pontiana Pride, my guy. But now Brand's already wrecked, and Rex actually gonna get a solo kill onto Brand. Brand's gonna get taken down. Rex, oh my lord, the tattooed man gets the first kill of the game against Brand, and he still is able to live. This man, but so much time and he flickers out. Give the kill over to Key. Well played by Rex. He buys so much time. He buys thing for his team, and in the end, Perxic even manages to get one of the jungle creep. Moving to the purple buff now. Brands cannot move whatsoever. Arashi and Goni. What the heck?
Wow, what a pressure from Rex. Manages to take down first blood. Ooh, that flame shot from one almost manages to steal that purple buff. Saber, though, still surviving with one buff only, as Evos looking very confident and really controlling in the first minutes here, Mirko.
Yeah, unfortunately, Bigatron Alpha is still got the lead right here, Goni.
Yes, indeed, Rex without a flicker, but still hasn't been taken down as we see this fight top side here. Clover and Matt. And we can see here Kagura coming in for reinforcement, but Matt is just too slick, forces to use that flicker to escape here. Arashi, any thoughts on the first 2 minutes?
Well, see, Perxic has all the space in the world to play here, just because Anti-Mage, again, with the pressure brought from that Paquito, is just so hard for them to deal with right now. And Clover, surprisingly, is doing very well against that Lunox, but it sure seems like a play might break out soon, Goni, when the turtle is on the line.
Yes, Evos looking comfortable already, initiating this turtle as Bigatron, they struggle to find control. They struggle to give pressure as Rainbow gets caught up with I'm Offended and gets taken down by one, as again, Perxic securing the first objective here in the first turtle here, Arashi.
Yep, turtle picked up by Perxic, and they're gonna try and look to extend this lead. And at the same time, Anti-Mage is still very healthy from the whole situation. He can get a bunch of advantage here by cutting the wave and getting some of that turret gold if he so chooses to do so. Here, Rex is getting engaged on Goni.
Yes, indeed, and we can see here Rex trying to become a nuisance with this Smartest, and it's surprising for me to see the Saber, Eudora, and as well as Jawhead combo did not pan out in the early game, as Evos, they managed to give pressure with this composition, and we can see here battle from both lanes, tops and bottom, as Mats gets chunked almost at half HP, but still surviving. But Perxic, he wants the kill, dives into the turret as Tempest of Blade hasn't been popped just yet, and Order of Clearance has been activated, but 3 members from Evos manages to take down top side here, as again the rotation from Bigatron did not manage to back him up effectively here, as we can see here Rex gets ejected and triple sweep combo manages to take down Martis as Perxic. Will he pop the Perxic down? But Granz is the target, but the turret is just too high for Rainbow and Anti-Mage. But Anti-Mage trying to flank did not manage. Last Insanity has been popped by Repo, but again, a 1-for-1 traded for Brands is not a good sign for Bigatron here, Arashi.
Yep, and I think the whole reason why that play was even available to them was the big, immense pressure that Anti-Mage was able to create. He pulled members of Bigatron down, and as a result, up on the top side, Evos just has all this space to work with, and they go for a 4-man dive. Not much to do there, very well calculated. We'll have to see what they do next, because the turtle is spawning in 9 seconds.
Yes, you're absolutely right.
Yeah, the turtle
here,
is
as we
spawning
can
in 9
see here.
seconds, and this is going to be dangerous right here. Oh, look at this key already going in with the ejector right here. Gonna wait it out. Again, the anti-CC and Juan played it perfectly. The timing on that dash was impeccable from Juan to get away from that ejector, and now Bigatron Alpha with Evos Legends with the lead. Bigatron Alpha needs to find something on the map because their draft is very good in the early game, and they need to try to look for proactive plays here in the early game, Gani.
Yes, indeed, as we can see here. Ooh, another flame shot hasn't really connected though, but Evos still gives out pressure, even though their comp isn't really leaning towards the early game, but they are the ones who's giving pressure here. Arashi, what are your take on this?
Again, there's very good wave management coming in from Evos, and they have all the waves pushed up, and that allows for windows of play like this.
Look at that play coming in. Juan uses the yin-yang overturn and instant brands just dashed away from it right there. As Key now trying to open up the map for his team, but it looks like Perxic will just be able to get this turtle uncontested whatsoever. It is going to be them, Evos Legends, pushing the lead to 2,400 gold right now, as it is going to be Lunox trying to get something on the top side. Repo now getting damaged by Anti-Mage, has to back away as Perxic has rotated there, but Clover's all alone in the mid lane, going to get killed right there. Rembo picks up the kill. They are equal in kills, and they're going to get the turret traded from the top side and the bottom side. Bigatron Alpha not doing too bad themselves right now as Rek goes in for a very aggressive play. He gets in with the ejector, but Anti-Mage misses his knockout strike. He might just get damaged down here. He is very, very low, chooses to back away as Brands does not have the triple shot just yet.
Indeed, as Bigatron looking for team fights, as they know one is solo, but Rex will become the target, forces to use the flicker to get out of the situation right there as they continue the pressure to invade this purple buff here, Mirko.
Yeah, this is going to be very, very detrimental if Perxic doesn't get this. He doesn't get it, actually. Brands gets it. Repo gets a kill, and now it's going to be a turn coming in from Evos Legends. Anti-Mage trying to go in, but a triple shot going to be able to one-shot Perxic just like that. And now Anti-Mage in a 1v2 situation, trying to do the most out of for his team right here. He gets taken very low, but he's chunked also low, so Anti-Mage has to move backwards for now. It is 4-6. Evos Legends still holding a 700 gold lead, but it is getting smaller and smaller every single time. Arashi, tell me what happened to that team fight. How did they win?
So again, they do have a couple of fighters and more, I guess, middle game power spikes. The Eudora in particular coming in with huge CC, huge burst, and when that fight just begins, it just seems like Bigatron has more. Oh, hold up.
Yeah,
Yes. Unstoppable has been activated, but Anti-Mage is just too slick with this Paquito. And if you take a peek at the items here, Arashi, can you tell me what's happening?
So Anti-Mage has the Bloodlust X ready on. Wow, and as I start talking, just a burst just comes in, and Anti-Mage himself gets deleted, guys. What is going on?
Arashi, you gotta shut up right now again because Brands is going for a kill. Rex is gonna be the target right now. The triple sweep comes in and it's gonna be a kill as well. Rex gonna get taken down. A killing spree picked up by Key, though. 3 kills to Key. Not really the guy you want to have kills on. Not really the guy you want to have resources on. But a kill is a kill. 100 gold lead left for Evos Legends, who initially got the early game, but now are in a tough situation as Bigatron Alpha are pushing their lead to get their own, as they are going to get this turtle and most probably will secure a gold lead for themselves after securing this third turtle. Yeah, this is the second turtle of the game. Is it a second or a third, guys? My bad.
It's third, Mirko. But yes, Evos looking for compensation for that turtle hasn't succeeded just yet as Bigatron continue their rotation towards bot side. Anti-Mage again will become the target as a Key opening into his ejector, but hasn't really connect just yet. Oh, Brands opening the team fights, but yes, another turret will be claimed. But the backup from Evos will come surely here, Mirko.
Yeah, that was very well played by Bigatron Alpha. They went for the turret and they baited with Matt. This is incredible positioning from the side of Bigatron Alpha. Why was Matt in front? To bait 3 members in, and he still has the brilliance of order, so there's no risk of dying right there. Just pure macro plays coming in from Bigatron Alpha right here, Rush.
Yep, exactly. I was about to say it's such a good pick because they do have a bit more of a crowd control advantage, and the one target that they really have that is able to be bursted down that easily is the Lunox, but
Yeah, gonna stop you right there. Solid Force being used to anti-mage. The Iron Defended has been used to repo. They're just gonna trade abilities right here, trading resources, but in the end, it won't be anyone traded back. They're both just looking for pressure on the map. Both tier 1 turrets has been taken down. Now Key trying to open up the map. He's gonna be caught off guard right there. But Key actually still survives for a while. It is a shutdown picked up by Perxic. This is why I said you do not want to give kills to Key, because in the end, he will 100% die as the roamer. He is always in the front lines, and that is a lot of gold being put in the hands. And I'm offended to be used. Clover with a big play coming in, but Clover doesn't get a kill. Raz will get slain by Anti-Mage coming in from the backside. Knockout strike being used. The combo wombo by Anti-Mage is flickers away from the ultimate. My goodness, what a play by the side laners from Evos Legends there. Gani.
Clover traded by Brands. A 038 stat. Is it looking too good on this Ling? Is it looking too good on this Brands as Evos manages to set up that team fight perfectly here, Mirko?
Yeah, beautiful plays here coming in from both teams. Both of them actually brought to their maximum potential. As you can see, the Lord has spawned by the Lord camp, by Living, by Mandiri. As we take a look at the damage taken charts, it seems Wreck has been crazy. This is the effect that Leo Murphy wanted to bring to his team, you know, but unfortunately, Evos Legends this time around will be able to get this lead with this Martis. So well played from both of the teams, but in the end, it is this Wrecked making the impact, making the difference. Even though he has died 4 times with only 2 assists, he has been detrimental to all the resources being spent on him. Now, Ejector being used onto Wreck once again. Keep trying to open up the map, but Anti-Mage again going onto Matt. Matt's gonna be solo killed right here, right now, but no, it's turned around. Anti-Mage gets soloed right there. The outplay coming in from Bigatron Alpha. Brand's looking for a steal. He doesn't get it. The Lord has been slain by Perxic. Now Key caught in a bad situation, and the 1v3 is gonna get taken down just like that as Renwo tries to run away. Repo has him backed up. Key will still be able to live, but that was an incredible retribution from the side of Perxic. One goes in with a yin yang overturn now onto Key. Key's still able to dodge away, but Wreck now the prediction, the flicker prediction is amazing, but in the end it will not get anything on the map. Evos Legends secure a 1,000 gold lead, but nothing else other than that. The Lord will spawn, and they will have pressure over the map as we take a look at the items, Arash.
Right, so Key with the anti-Quiras, again, a bit of gold in his pockets just because he's been getting some of those kills. He is a very tanky frontline, but again, not the most ideal person to get items on. On the other hand, the Eudora with the Clock of Destiny and the Genius one doing huge amounts of damage, and if he does it in tandem with Matt, already with on the Holy Crystal and the Lightning Truncheon, there's a huge amount of burst potential, especially on squishies like Perxic.
You're right. This is going to be very dangerous, Gone.
Yes, indeed, as Lord marches down top lane, Repo forces to use that last Insanity just to give space for his team, but gets bursted down quite low with 1 here, but I think they will secure this bottom inhibitor. Not just yet, as we can see here top side, mid side, sorry, Perxic is in a battle with Ski, targeting Key, but Matt using this Lunox will manage to take down, won't manage to take down anyone as Brands targeting Rex. Meanwhile, on the flip side, 1 manages to get killed by Matt, and of course 2 for 1 as of right now here, Mirko.
Yeah, 8-12 right now. A 2-for-1 trade in the favor of Bigatron Alpha is now they're pushing the pace, getting that they use the Lord on the bottom side to try to bait a fight for Evos Legends, and now they're actually winning the fight, trying to get the turret. But again, anti-mage presence on this app Paquito is something crazy. Perxic does not. He does have Tempest of Blades. He is 1 level above Brand. So if they look for a 3v4, this might work out for Bigatron Alpha. Perxic still waiting very patiently in that bush, trying to look for a target as Key is all alone. He might just call it right here. Anti-mage has rotated. Clover is also gonna go in, but Key will pop that ejector to run away, get him some movement speed, and this will be just a 1,000 gold lead secured by Evos Legends, not overcommitting to anything. Arashi, give me some analysis.
I think the issue right here is because due to the pressure of Evos, BTR doesn't really have any chances to like go on it on their own and push any waves, because at that moment Percy could just pop out of the jungle and just take that solo kill. So now they're stuck after they won the fight earlier. They didn't have any minions to try and make plays with, and the side waves are all pushed in by Evos. So it's a very tough situation for BTR right now. Starts with anti-mage getting trying to engage on by Key, but as we can see, that combo in the back, the I'm offended into the burst by one's overturn was just too much for the backline of BTR, and they get decimated almost instantly.
Yes, that replay was brought to you and presented to you by Samsung Galaxy A series, and look at that, the baby tiger showing everyone how it's done right here, recalling near the purple buff. Look at that, man. Perxic, this guy,
He came into the MPL as a rookie and he won in this first year, alright? He deserves to do this, man. He's winning against Bigatron Alpha once again. The purple buff will finally be slain right there after a little bit of showboating as Perxic will jump onto Brand. He has to be careful though because the triple sweep, but my goodness, one flame shot takes half HP away from Brand and he's forced away from his own turret. Inhibitor turret bottom lane has been taken down by Rekt. A solo turret taken by Rekt. Look at his positioning, so aggressive, buying a lot of time for his team as he does have that anti-CC. He can play as aggressive as he wants. Anti-Mage goes in for 2 members, but the Brilliance of the Order comes in as well. Clover goes in for the follow-up, but it doesn't connect quite yet. The inhibitor turret in the mid lane will be taken down. Now Perxic uses the... Oh my god! The burst comes in. Anti-Mage gets the kill, but he still has the immortality. It will all fade, and one will be taken down. Actually, this might be the comeback coming in for Bigatron Alpha if they get too aggressive. This is one of the mistakes Evos just like to make. They go for the shutdown. They are going to get taken down. Clover gets ejected. The immortality has been popped, and this is a chance for Bigatron Alpha to come back. Shutdown has been taken away by Key. Now Rekt is the next target. Rekt's still running away. He has the immortality, but Persic's waiting under the bush. He's gonna jump in all the way to the backside. Now Rembo's gonna be the target, but the Witch Fortune is just right there. Rekt is in a 1v4. Perxic is still able to go in. He's gonna get Renbo. He is in a 1v3 and he's winning the 1v3. Perxic versus everybody in the first game of the Grand Slam. To use that Slash Insanity to buy a little bit of time as he use the backside. Look at that fast hand movement as the Divine Sword comes in. Reaper buys a lot of time, but I'm offended comes in to finally finish off Big Etron Alpha. That is all she wrote, ladies and gentlemen. But wait a minute, Franz goes in, immortality has been popped. They're all under the turret, they're all under the base, but the base will finally be the target. Evos Legends gets game number